So with the unveiling of the brand new WWE and World Tag Team Championships on SmackDown and Raw the previous weeks, I thought it'd be a great idea to tier rank the new titles that we have. We have 5 categories here. First is GOATed, greatest of all time. Those titles that will go down in history as some of the greatest. It's really good. Titles that are beautiful, but you know, when you think about wrestling history, they might not be the first things that pop up in your mind. It's okay. You know, the titles. That's the epitome of they're not very good. Titles that you can kind of do without. A title that you're kind of hoping for a redesign soon, but you're not really begging for it. And god awful are the titles that, like Nikki Cross, they probably are going to end up throwing them in the garbage. And to start out, we're going to start with the United States Championship. We're going to start out with putting it here, and it's okay. And here's why. This is a really, really, really pretty championship. I like the use of color on it. I like the fact that it's gold, silver, and then obviously red, white, and blue. I like the eagle on it. I like the spacing of it. But there's something about it that I feel like could be better, and I literally have no idea what it is. It's a good title, but I know for a fact when people think of the U.S. title, we think of that one that, like, The Miz, Kofi Kingston, like, all the MVP, like, all those guys in, like, the mid-2010s had. And it honestly, I think for a while that's going to be the title that pops up in my head when I think of the U.S. title. But then again, that might only be because it was that title designed for so long. So maybe with a little bit more time, this one will start to warm up on me a little bit more. But I'm going to put this title in It's Okay for now. Next up, we got the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. And I'm going to put this one right alongside the U.S. Championship. It's a little bit better. I'm not going to say that it's any... I'm not going to say it's a whole tier above the U.S. Championship. And why is I don't like the bulbousness of that globe in the middle. If it was all flat, completely flat, I think I'd like it a little bit more. And then maybe just the W adds a little bit of definition in there. Plus, it's basically just a copy and paste of the old World Heavyweight Championship, just with the W on the front. It's not a bad title design. I really, really like it. But much like the U.S. Championship, I feel like there's something they could do to make it pop a little bit more. Up next, the Women's Undisputed title. I'm going to have to put this one right in the middle. I like the white strap. The gold pops a lot more on the white strap than it does on the black strap. I like it. It's going to go in. It's okay. The Women's World Heavyweight Championship, much like the Women's Undisputed Championship, the white makes the gold pop a lot more. I like it. I have a lot of the same gripes with it as I do with the men's, but the white, honestly, that might just be what's missing. Like a dark brown strap, kind of like what they did with the MJF's title to make this thing pop a little bit more. I'm not sure. But I do like the women's white strap. I like the look of that a lot. It's a beautiful title. The white makes the silver pop a little bit more. It's nice. Actually, yeah, I'm going to put it up a step above the other titles. It's really good. It's a really good title. I like that title. The white makes it pop enough to where I'm going to put it in a tier above. WWE Undisputed Championship. Now, I think we all kind of hated this design when it first came out, but it's really grown on me. I do not like the way it looks on Cody. They need to redesign the championship specifically just because it's on Cody, and it looks horrible on him. I do not like it. It looked beautiful on Roman. Roman made this title pop, and now it just looks like a toy. I gotta be honest. They need to do something with it, simply because of the fact that it's on Cody. But it's gonna be in It's Okay next to these titles. Probably my favorite title in the WWE right now, the WWE Tag Team Championships, the titles that just got unveiled on SmackDown. These remind me of the old school 90s titles mixed with the early 2000s titles. When I was a kid, I loved these championships. These are going to go down in history as probably some of the most gorgeous tag team titles that have ever been made. I love them. Austin Theory and Grayson Waller make them look even better. These are what the tag titles should have looked like forever now. Screw the pennies. This is beautiful. The World Tag Team Championships. Now, I am very on these, but I still really like them. I'm putting them in between Io's or Bayley's Undisputed Women's title and the Men's Undisputed title. Why? They're a little too circular. Other than that, they're beautiful titles. I feel like if they get transferred over to SmackDown, that red is going to turn into blue if they ever do switch brands. And I like that. It's a little too reminiscent of the World Heavyweight title, if I'm honest. It's a tag title. I don't want it to look too similar to the other titles. And they did a good job at making it look like its own thing. But I feel like it needs more silver to pop more. I don't know what it is, but it's missing something. Again, I'm not a graphic designer, so I'm not going to really be able to point my finger as to what exactly is making these titles not really work for me. But yeah, it just doesn't, I can't really see what's going on the title very well, other than the red, to be honest. The red is kind of distracting me. I keep seeing people talking about how it looks like a pepperoni pizza. I can't unsee it now. So, yeah. The Intercontinental Championship. This is a gorgeous title. I didn't like it at first. It took a long time for this title to grow on me, but it's a gorgeous title. I love it. There's nothing wrong with it. I feel like the only thing I would do is maybe put a little bit of a dark blue, like a really dark blue in that globe in the middle. But other than that, I really wouldn't do anything to change this title. It's gorgeous. Women's tag team titles. Now, I know I talked about how a good mix of silver and gold can make a title pop, but this is too much silver, man. Especially on a white belt, this is too much silver. The gold, you can barely see it. I can't read anything on it. The X's that go through the thing confuse me. I don't get this title. I don't like it. They honestly should get rid of them and just introduce a women's mid-card title, because they're not even very good-looking titles, in my opinion. They look good on the Kabuki Warriors, but by themselves, they're not very good-looking titles, in my opinion, and they need to get rid of them anyways. They're not really being booked all that great. NXT North American title. This is what a singles title should look like. That is one of the most beautiful titles I think I've ever seen. I love it. The maroon red strap. It has gold. It has silver. It pops like no other title I think I've ever seen. North American title is how a singles title should be done. That's the template that everybody should be following from now on. I love this title. I hope they never get rid of it, and I really want a replica of it. NXT Championship. This is going in. It's really good. Now, before they introduced, the rainbow background, I actually would have probably put this title below the Women's World Heavyweight Championship and the IC Championship, but controversial hot take. I like the rainbow that they added in the back of the NXT title. It makes it pop a lot more. I like it a lot. It's going to go in. It's really good. And actually, you know what? I like the IC title more than I like the NXT title. So I'm going to have to put that with that order right there. NXT Women's Championship. I'm going to have to put this one right below Women's World Heavyweight Championship. And the same reason for a lot of these titles down here. It just doesn't really pop the way that you'd expect it to, but it's still a gorgeous title. It's basically just the NXT Men's Championship without the rainbow in the background and without the silver in the X. It's got to be, and it's really good, but they could do something with this and make it a little bit prettier, I think, to be honest. NXT Tag Titles. Now, I'm very iffy on these. I don't know where to really put these, because I used to really love the design of these titles back when AOP held them, Sanity held them, but Black and Gold NXT, but I feel like they do kind of need a redesign. It's been quite a while. They don't really look right on a lot of the new tag teams in NXT. They look a little too metal for the tag teams that have been coming to NXT recently. I really like them, but they just don't really fit NXT anymore. But I'm going to definitely put them above the Women's NXT Championship, but below the Women's World Championship. Simply because, like I said, they are beautiful titles, but they don't really fit anymore with the branding. But I can't really fault it too much for that, so it's still really good. Back in the day when it fit the show a little bit more, I might have even put them in GOATed. But, time does things. Sometimes it makes you not like a title as much as you used to, And for you AEW nerds, I'm not a big AEW fan. I don't watch AEW on a weekly basis. Real quick, let's rank the AEW titles. Now, I don't know what half of these titles are because I don't watch AEW, but I'm just going to tier rank them simply on their design. If it's a very prestigious title and I rank it low, sorry, I don't know what to tell you. AEW World Championship. I cannot read this. I can't even read the fact that says AEW on it. I don't know if that's because the lettering is too close. It just looks like a World Heavyweight Championship with a silver AEW in the middle, kind of mixed with the IWGP World Championship. It's not bad. It's not for me, though. It's definitely better than the Undisputed title, but I can't read it, and it's a really big pet peeve of mine. If I can't read your title, then you might as well not have a title, because I can't read what you're a champion of. You know what I mean? AEW World Tag Championships. These are gorgeous. These are beautiful. These are the kind of tag championships that I would want to fight for, man. These are definitely higher than the NXT World Championship, but not higher than the IC Championship. I don't know what this title is right here, but it's really pretty. I'm gonna have to say, yeah, it's right behind the Tag Team Championships. I don't know what that title is, if you can see that, but if that's the International Championship, I don't know, but it's pretty. This championship right here, not bad, not bad. It kind of looks like it's inspired by the Gift of the Gods Championship from Lucha Underground. Let me see if I can zoom in and read that. I do not know what that is. But it's not a bad looking title. A little too rectangular for my liking, but that's not a bad title at all. So, actually, I'm gonna have to put it there. Yeah, I like the template. A little too boxy for my liking, but not a bad title at all. TBS Championship. So you guys are not gonna like me for this one, but the TBS and the TNT title going god awful. I don't like these titles. If you have a network right on the front of your title like that, your title is automatically just null and void. I don't like them. They're mirrors with a bunch of just void space in the middle. They look like boxing championships, and we're not here for boxing. You know what I mean? I'm here for wrestling. I don't know what it is about these two that necessarily bother me. No, you know what it is? I do know what it is. It's the mirror. I already said it. It's the mirror in the middle. I don't like it. It's just a bunch of empty space with nothing going on, and it's just a waste. I don't like them. They're ugly. Anyways, World Trios Championships. Let me see if I can really get a good look at these, because I haven't really seen these before. That's not bad. They're not really tickling my fancy too much, but they're not bad. So I guess I'll have to put them at the end of It's Okay. Yeah, it's not a terrible title. What is this thing right here? What is this? The Continental Classic Championship, I think? No, that's a championship right there. That looks like a boxing championship too, but with the flag on it, I like that detail, man. I like that detail. So where are we going to put this? Do I like it more? Yeah, I do. Do I like it more than that? I do. Do I like it more than that? I do. Do I like it more than the World Tag Championships? I kind of do. But do I like it more than the IC Championship, though? I think I do. I think I do, actually. I like the use of color in this one. Is there anything I want to switch on here? I think I'm happy with this. I like with what I got here. We got the North American title and the WWE tag titles up at Goated. We got the Continental Classic, Intercontinental, AEW World Tag. I don't know what that is. NXT Men's, World Heavyweight, NXT Tag, and NXT Women's Championships, and it's really good. We got the World Heavyweight, whatever that is, Women's Undisputed, World Tag, AEW World, WWE Undisputed, US Championship, and the AEW Trios Tag titles, and it's okay. Women's Tag titles, WWE, not very good. And then the TBS and TNT title from God Awful. And like I said, it's simply just the complete emptiness of the middle with the mirror in it. It just, it bothers me. It really does. Get rid of the network in the middle and replace it with something else, and I might like these titles. But the way they are now, no. Not for me. But yeah, if you agree or disagree with any of these rankings, go ahead and let me know in the comments down below. If there's anything else that you'd like for me to tier rank, go ahead and comment down below as well. Go ahead, if you like the video, please like it, subscribe, and yeah, I can't wait to tier rank another thing wrestling related with you guys. I'll see y'all in the next one. Have a good one. Peace.